All right, welcome back. Took last
Two-man
week
show.
off,
Yeah.
two-man show, but Kofa.
I mean, there's a
I
reason why we
mean,
got to be on. Yeah.
I don't know what's
Uh,
going on.
yeah. Let me just jump right to it, people. This
Yeah.
guy right here is on fire. Last week, we still, by the way, we keep doing picks through the group chat. So even if we're not doing YouTube episodes, we're doing picks all year long. This guy went 7-0 last week, 100%. I finished in second place, 4-4, 50%. Nobody cares about that. Brett and Taylor, Brett and Taylor, 2-5. Your brother, 1-6, so not great at all. Um,
Hmm.
on the season, Nolan, you're 39-17, just under 70%. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
I
That
mean,
is
I might have to
unbelievable.
quit my day job.
Yeah, like
Hey, 100% is all going to come crashing down this week. I
yeah,
know
now
it.
we're hyping you up, and now this is
Yeah,
where the downfall
100%.
comes. And not only are you almost at 70%, you're the only one currently above 500. The rest of us are weighing
Hmm.
it down. I'm in second place at 29, 30, and 1 at 49%. Troy is 27 and 29. Taylor and Brett are both 26 and 30. So we're all just right below 500, but you are carrying the Crapshooters this season.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Seeing the board clear, I mean, it's talking to me in certain ways. I don't get it. But like I said, I feel like it's definitely going to come crashing down.
Well, I know I'm a part of my take fan, and they talk about when a baby's born, bet the touchdown for that player on Sunday or whatever the prop is. New
Hmm.
kid, maybe that. Hey, that's you
Yes.
got the mind going.
Yeah, part of my take. Big Cat went 16 and 0 the one time.
That's right. So it can happen. And he's not a
It can
great
happen.
gambler. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
possible.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
because I think last week went 6 and 1.
Yeah,
So pretty much if you just count that one as the first loss, and then really I'm already at like 13 and up.
yeah, it's on fire.
Yeah, on fire. All right. Let's dive right into it. We got a hell of a game, maybe.
These Thursday night games, Bengals proved it against the Steelers.
They've been good.
The dogs that are home can bark. So
I don't know.
Vikings were bad last week, but they were our road team.
Yes, I don't know
And
about this. Well, I don't know. Dolphins look
they they
revitalized, I
they look the
guess.
best by far. The Falcons effect. The Falcons were
I
the
think
bad
I
Falcons on
think
Sunday.
I think they said it was like the first time in maybe like 4 years that the AFC East went 4-0 in like one week.
Yeah, that would make sense because the Patriots have been bad for a while,
Yeah, the
and
Jets,
Dolphins are
like
up
they
and
don't
down,
win
and the
often.
Jets. Yeah. How
Yeah.
about how about this? That Jets Bengals game on Sunday, and the Jets had that major amazing comeback to win it. That was the only one possession game the whole week. Every other game was double
That
digits,
sounds about right.
including the Monday night game.
It was a terrible week of football,
It was a terrible
competitive
week.
wise.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of another game that was
No. And if it wasn't for a crazy Jets, I mean, the Jets were down 14 late in that game. It was a crazy comeback that led
yeah.
them to win it. The 10 points, Steelers lost by 10 to the Packers on Sunday night. That was the second closest margin of any of the games.
Oh, Packers Steelers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Packers
probably
Steelers.
the closest to a
And
good
that
game.
wasn't that great of a game. The Packers
No.
pulled away in the second half.
Yep. But yeah, we got Ravens and Dolphins. I believe Lamar's playing.
Yes, he's
Of
off
course,
allegedly he's off the injury report.
Harbaugh said he was a full participant last week, but apparently if you're doing the scout team and you're
That
a
does,
starter, it doesn't count as a full participant.
which I think makes sense. Yeah. Like if
But he said but him saying he was a full participant.
well, to me, if you're the starting quarterback and it says full participant, I'm assuming that you're doing first team reps,
Right.
not scout team reps. So that's where I do think it's fair for the NFL and the Florios of the world to go after the Ravens on this
I was
because
gonna say they picked a hell of a week to try it
yeah, with the
right.
NBA stuff going on,
Yeah.
yeah, not a great look.
But it's almost like
Taylor just texted he fell asleep, so he might wake up and join us
okay.
shortly.
You almost think it'd be the other way around where they'd want to say, "Oh, Huntley starting, Huntley starting, Huntley starting."
Yeah, so many of these
So
coaches don't want to give signals like who's starting. Like Aaron Glenn said, I don't know. I'm not going to tell the Bengals if it's Justin Fields or
right.
Tyrod. Like
Yeah, but yeah,
I
that's what I
think
mean. Like, I don't see any benefit for Harbaugh lying, saying it
no,
was.
just didn't doing the scout team. We're still he's going to be able to play on
Yeah, it's
Sunday.
not like it's not like they came in. They're like, oh crap, we planned for Lamar. What are we gonna do against Snoop?
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, Ravens going to the Dolphins. Ravens probably gonna start Lamar. That's why the line is what it is. The Ravens are favored by 7.5. Over under is 50.5. Cope and I will take some weather for this game and a stat.
73 degrees, not par wins. It's no chance of rain, and Miami usually is. So they're on that. The
Hmm.
over has hit in 9 straight Dolphins home games, and the
Wow.
that's a wild stat. And the Ravens are 6-1 to the over so far this season.
So you got to bet the over. That's
That's
what
what
the
the
stats
say.
say.
Yeah,
And Lamar's back.
Derrick Henry looked much better last week.
Yep, he's on my fantasy team. He finally put up some points. I got crushed last week, though. Crushed.
Hey, would you rather get crushed in fantasy or in gambling? No,
Fantasy.
yeah, there you go.
Um, yeah, it's just 1 week. I can bounce back this week.
Yeah,
Fuck. I'm gonna take the over, Kofod. You got me with that stat.
okay,
I'd probably take the Ravens too.
that's fair.
Um, put them both down for me.
Both double picks, pin check.
Ravens and over. I just feel like Lamar's gonna come back. I mean, the Ravens are
The
they're favored to win the division.
I makes sense, especially the way the Steelers have played the last couple of weeks,
And I
and
think
they
the
still got to play each other
Steelers,
twice. You know,
yeah, the
They've,
Steelers schedule coming up. I looked at it this morning and
it's harder. Yeah,
it gets hard. I think like you could see them going 2-2 and the Ravens schedule, it's pretty much them going 4-0. So they're both going to be like tied
yeah.
4 weeks down the road.
The Ravens could be what the Bengals were last year. The only difference is the path to the playoffs is much easier for the Ravens this year than it was for the Bengals last year. When the
Yeah, I
Bengals fell
mean,
behind and then went on a run late in the season.
yeah, because the Ravens were so far in front and
Right.
the
There was no chance for the
Steelers
Bengals to get to the division. Yeah.
and the Steelers this year are not what the Ravens were last year. I think
Steelers, we'll get to the game. Steelers are the same Steelers. It's just a better
yeah.
quarterback and a
And
much worse
a
defense.
worse defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll get to that game later. But Kofa, what do you got for this game?
I got my pick, and Troy sent his pick as well, so we'll give both on that. Troy is also going to take the Ravens -7.5. I'm probably an idiot for doing this, but I'll take the Dolphins with the points. As I said, Thursday night home dog, the Bengals
Mm-hmm.
upset, the Giants upsetting the Eagles a few weeks ago. If this was a Sunday game on the slate, I would probably pick the Ravens, but short week. Maybe Lamar comes off rusty. Dolphins feeling good
Mm-hmm.
from last week. Tua might be
Mm-hmm.
wearing the visor again. Maybe
Yeah,
that
puffy
helps him
eye,
out.
pink eye.
Puffy eye. McDaniel with the short khakis to the
Yep,
ankles.
nerd.
Dolphins figure out a way to keep it close, maybe even get the upset. So I'll take the Dolphins with the points at +7.5.
Ooh.
Maybe
What's the Dolphins record right now?
2-5.
So same as the Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you'd almost would you want the Dolphins to win? Probably.
Yeah, I'm not afraid. Are you afraid of the Dolphins for the division? Like, no.
No.
So yeah, I'd rather have the Ravens
And just
lose.
keep the Ravens just tucked down there in the back.
Dolphins 2-6, Ravens 2-5.
All right, so Ravens had a bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say you're rooting for the Dolphins this week.
Yeah.
All right. And what did Troy pick?
He picked the Ravens -7.5.
Okay. All right, well, let's kick it over to Sunday. We have the Colts still red hot.
Yeah. That
I
red
told you
hot.
guys last week. I mean, again, the episode wasn't, but in the group chat, I was like, Colts are still the Colts.
Yes.
Like, it's
They're
just
down in it.
you want to bet them until they make you regret it.
Yeah. They've been winning. They've been covering spreads. And
Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor's
Jonathan Taylor's the best player
unbelievable.
in football right now. Yeah. He should be the MVP if it ended today.
I don't know, James Cook.
No, Taylor's getting like multiple games with 2 touchdowns. Like they're actually giving him the ball over and over again.
The touchdowns, yeah, probably is what gets them. Because I was gonna say,
Cook was
I
awesome
think,
against the Panthers, no
I
doubt.
think
But Taylor's been,
their
yeah,
yards per rush and like expected yards, blah 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 per EPA. Like James Cook is like the same. Like Taylor
yeah,
has one more game than him, so he has
right,
like a game's worth more of yards. But yeah, touchdowns is probably where he has them.
yeah.
Um,
And the Colts actually used him on 3rd downs and keep him on the
correct,
field. Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
Maybe someday,
yeah.
like in a vital spot where we need something on 3rd down, maybe we'll keep James Cook in.
Mm-hmm.
Colts at Steelers. Steelers are nope. Colts are favored by 3. Steelers home dog. Mike Tomlin probably got excited about that, don't you, Covine? Over under is
Not,
50 and a half.
they were a home dog last Sunday night, and that did not matter.
Hmm.
I think that little Tomlin luck, and I've been riding that train for years. I'm kind of tipping my pick. I think that's run its course.
Could be right.
Yeah.
Um, well, what is your stat?
Weather 53 degrees, 10% chance precipitation. Excuse me. Maybe that'll help. By the way, Pitt is playing on the road on Saturday, so you don't have to worry about the
What
field
about
being
the
torn
field?
up.
Yeah.
That can always be a factor.
Yep.
You're right, Nolan. The Colts, they're making you money. 6-2 against the spread in the season,
Yeah.
4-1 against the spread as a favorite. If you want to go with, hey, Rodgers bounce back theory along with Mike Tomlin as a dog, Aaron Rodgers is 39-20 against the spread following a straight up loss. That's a 66% against the spread win percentage.
Um, what is Troy picking?
Troy is picking the Steelers. So, and if this
Okay.
was a Tomlin win as a dog, cover as a dog game, this would be the type of game to do it.
True. Yeah,
You
this
know,
does seem like the game where
the
like the
Colts
Steelers get that
are riding
win.
as high as they get. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the Steelers come in and then like that's like their fans' claim to like their biggest victory is like, oh, we took down the Colts. That's Steichen. I think
coach of the year.
coach of the year.
Owner of the year. That female owner, she's
Oh,
got the
she's
headset
yeah.
on like me. Yeah,
Everyone thought she was a joke, but
she's taking notes. Like,
she's
yeah,
so engaged into the game.
yeah.
But yeah, Steichen's just he's taking these quarterbacks and just kind of turning shit into gold. I don't know, like
I mean, if you're Kevin O'Connell right now, you're feeling pretty low.
yeah,
Darnold in Seattle taking care of business. Daniel Jones in Indy.
yeah, you had both of them. Yeah, I don't even know what they're gonna do. They said they're looking for a veteran quarterback that they can sign now. I don't know if JJ McCarthy's like injury is as
Soft
severe as they might think.
soft benching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
soft bench, or maybe
yeah.
they just don't want the excuse of
He's playing Sunday. They got to play him now. Like
yeah, what else are you gonna do unless you get Kirk Cousins and based off
yeah,
his performance on Sunday, I
they're
wouldn't
not
want that on
doing
my team.
no.
Um, yeah, what does that say about Anthony Richardson? Like how bad
Yeah,
is he?
because you go back to training camp, that was a legit storyline. Like who's gonna get the job, Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson?
For
Like, and they
Anthony
said it was a
Richardson.
tight race. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, all that being said, I'm gonna take the Colts. Like I said, I'm gonna keep taking them until they make me look dumb.
yeah.
They're playing great football. I think their defense is playing well. The Steelers, I am just not impressed with. Like we said, their defense, highest paid
That's a
defense in the
difference.
NFL, and
Yeah,
they're just
because in past years, including last year, the defense could carry them, keep them in
right.
games.
Yeah.
Not now. It's their defense is terrible. TJ's not getting to the quarterback
Nope.
nearly as much. The secondary is awful.
Yeah. I mean, the Jets. I know it was week one, and
Hey,
week one can anything can happen, but it was the same as the Bengals. I mean,
Jordan
they're
Love's a
putting up
good
30 plus
yeah.
points.
Jordan Love's a good quarterback. He looked like the greatest quarterback of all time on Sunday night. 20 completions in a row. He was just doing whatever he wanted. Tucker Kraft looked like the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah. So that being said, I don't see any reason why the Colts wouldn't keep rolling. So I'm going to take the Colts -3. Kova, what are you taking?
I'm gonna also take the Colts -3. When we last did the show film wise on YouTube,
Mm,
that was when the Colts went at the Chargers, and that was on our card. And I said I'm gonna take the Chargers, Harbaugh home, and they kicked the shit out of the
mm.
Chargers. They beat up Justin Herbert. He looked terrible. They ran it all over them. The Colts have a sneaky good defense too. I'm buying into the Colts. I think they are a legit Super Bowl contender. The way they're playing, there's always that surprise team. Washington made it to the NFC title last year, for
Yeah,
example. They're that version this year, and I think even more talented. Warren's an awesome tight end. Colts -3.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the afternoon game, which is Chiefs
Game of the
versus
year.
Bills. Game of the year. Marquee matchup to win everyone. I don't know, maybe people are getting sick of it. Chiefs and Bills, but it usually is a good game.
It is in the regular season. I'm getting sick of it, to be honest, because we know how it
Yeah,
goes every year. It's like, all right. And CBS is going to hype it up like they
yeah,
should. It's like, okay. Like,
yeah.
it
And we were
doesn't matter until
talking
January.
we were talking a little bit about it in the chat, and I said usually this is the week, this is the game where we get the best version of Josh Allen. Um, so maybe this is the best spot on the schedule to have versus the Chiefs, where it just kind of like revitalizes him, like wakes up the competitive juices, gets
Yeah.
stuff going, like,
Yeah.
or it's just gonna be like you go in just expecting like, oh, we're gonna beat the Chiefs again in regular season, and you just get thumped. I really don't know what to expect. I'm very nervous about this. I'm sure I'm nervous every year. It just
Right.
feels different this year.
I, I I stay quiet on Sundays. That's kind of been my mental health rule with the
Hmm.
chat and all of that. So I have not chimed in on the Panthers game. You can give me your thoughts on this. That's the least impressive blowout
Yeah.
win I think I've ever seen because it was two things: James Cook and the Panthers going to stop him, and then Andy Dalton being old and not being able to do anything. Like that game was close in the first half. Panthers were moving the ball. Dalton took sacks he couldn't, and our passing game was
Yep.
terrible. No separation.
Yep.
That one play where Allen's running around on third down and literally no one's open.
Yep.
I came away with no feeling that much better. It was just okay. You got the Panthers on a bad day when Andy Dalton, their backup, looked like a guy ready to retire, and you actually gave the ball to James Cook, and he just took care of business. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, James Cook played awesome. Like,
Yeah.
no denying that, and they leaned into it, which they probably should have did against the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also, yeah, like you got Andy Dalton fumbling it early in the game, and then AJ Epinesa is batting down a pass that he kicks to himself and he runs it down to the one.
Yeah.
Another turnover where it kind of looked like a forward pass, but I guess he lost possession. And so like those things just start piling up and it's easy touchdowns for the Bills. And it's nothing to really see that's impressive. I mean, Josh didn't get over 200 yards passing. It still looks difficult. Like he doesn't,
Incredibly difficult. Yeah.
yeah, he's like you said, he's scrambling around. Nobody's getting open. And there, there is that deep little out route that EJ Moore runs. And
Mm-hmm.
Josh isn't even close. Even Andy Dalton made some of those throws.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Um,
Whenever there is that moment where a receiver gets open, that's when like Josh
yeah,
doesn't see it or misses it. So the timing, all of it's just off.
right. I don't know. Yeah, if they don't have the chemistry, if they're not on the same page, or if Josh is just a little frazzled because he probably does feel like
Yeah, I mean, Grandma
he's got to
tells you
make
you got to
something happen.
smile. So like he's
Yeah,
feeling the pressure,
exactly.
the world on his shoulders. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I know a lot of talk in Buffalo has been trade deadline. They got to get a receiver.
Who?
A lot of talk has been about Shaheed. I just don't
It doesn't
want
sound like the Saints are going to. I mean, maybe the Saints do. It doesn't sound like the Saints are
maybe
that interested in doing that.
that I could see with them starting a rookie quarterback, you know, are you
26
going
year
to
old rookie
start him?
quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But are you going to start him and then say like, yeah, but we're going to get rid of all your weapons. Good
Yeah.
luck. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe if they're tanking and
I
they're
mean,
trying to get that first round pick,
I
but
know
like
the
tanking
contracts are
for
different,
who?
and they've kept Kamara forever. Like the Saints kind of keep
Yeah,
these old Cam Jordan on
Cam
defense. Like
Jordan. Yep.
they keep those old guys around. Like they're kind of like
Yeah.
the Bengals of the NFC, where their owners always been kind of cheap for the most part. They just had a good QB with success. Like I'd be surprised if the Saints made a dramatic
Yeah,
move.
but even if the Bills go out and get Shaheed for, a third round pick, like it just seems like another,
Mari
a Curtis
Cooper.
Samuel
Yeah.
or like even like a Palmer or
Mm-hmm.
like one of these guys that's just like a nice complementary piece that you like hope can contribute, but like what is he going to do that the other four guys that you already have on your team aren't already doing?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Um, and now I know they like elevated Gabe Davis, off the practice squad injury, and now he's practicing. Like maybe
Another
that
old
gives
guy
you
to
a
run
deep
out.
threat, but yeah, like
Here's the
he
2020
couldn't
Bills
even he
again.
couldn't even do anything on the
Yeah.
Jaguars team with and I know they've got skill around, and Brian Thomas is another one. I don't see that happening.
No.
um the only way I could see it is if it's a new coach, it's a new owner, and Brian Thomas wasn't drafted under them and they like their guys and they want to build
I
around
just
Travis
he
Hunter.
he
And
was he was too
well,
damn good last year, you know. So
yes,
to
but
give up on
like
it now, if I was a
exactly.
Jaguars fan, I'd be
That's
crazy
what I
to do
mean. The
that.
only thing I
Yeah,
could see is like, well, that's not the guy we drafted. We did give up two first round picks to get Travis Hunter, so maybe we could get another first round pick back so we have some ammunition for next year. That's just me like trying to talk myself
and
into it.
I
I
don't
do
see
not
Bean
think it's
doing
going to
that.
happen.
Yeah, no, I don't think Bean would give up a first for Brian. That's just not doesn't seem his mo.
I mean, he did it for Diggs.
Diggs in his prime, but that was also
Right.
Diggs. I mean, Brian Thomas obviously second year, but Diggs was an all pro for years, just a
Yeah.
great player. Like
Yeah, and
that
this it's
was
still very early in Brian Thomas's career.
yeah,
I guess the only attractive part about it is like, yes, he had a very good rookie season and he's still on that like rookie contract where
yeah,
you can make it work
right.
within your cap. But
I
I
would be
just,
shocked if it happens. It's a
oh
nice
yeah,
thing for fans to talk about. I just don't see it.
right.
Like
It would be way too expensive, and I just don't think the Jags would do it.
it's like the Bleacher Report had a little graphic of, oh, here's a potential trade: AJ Brown
Right.
to the Bills for a second round pick. Yeah, sign
Of
me up, but
course.
it's not going to happen.
Why would the Eagles ever do that? And I don't like how are you affording that with AJ
Right.
Brown?
Yes, that's a key part too.
So
Yeah.
that's why like Olave and Brian Thomas Jr. makes sense from like a salary perspective. It's just the Saints, I could just see it because like they're not going to do anything this year. You might as well get some draft capital. But the Jaguars, it's not like they're out of it by any means. So
Oh, they
like
could
why
still
are
get the
they
wild
getting
card. Yeah.
unless they're
I
that if they did trade him away, that should be like a red flag to the Bills. Like why don't they want
yeah.
him? And I'm sure they can ask Gabe Davis and Mitch Morse if they have any insight on it, but I don't know. We're diving way too deep into
Yeah, we
this.
went deep on
So
that one.
all right, Chiefs and Bills. Chiefs are favored by two. Chiefs look good. Chiefs look like their offense is back rolling. They look dangerous. They were a little slow playing Washington last, Monday night. But
But
it
you
just
know,
seems like
panic with Kansas City. I figured Washington wasn't scoring on offense. Eventually,
right.
Casey would get it going. Rasheed Rice
Yeah.
is doing his thing. Like,
Hmm.
they're rolling.
Yeah, they're looking good. Over unders 52.5. Kofi, do you guys say on this game?
Stat, weather, all that good stuff. Partly cloudy, 49 degrees, 11-mile-per-hour winds. Maybe a chance, 5% chance of snow. Maybe rain later on in the night.
What?
That's just what the Google machine told me. That's
Snow? Oh my
five
goodness.
5%. So that's not
Yeah.
a big percentage. Maybe a little light dusting.
Hmm.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Nolan, that Josh Allen needs to perform well in regular season, with the Chiefs. Recognize, yes, 4-1 in the regular season versus the Chiefs. 0-4 as we all
Yes,
unfortunately
we all know
against the
that.
Chiefs. But if you dig deeper into the offensive numbers, you might be surprised by this. In those 5 regular season games, the Bills' offense has averaged 296 total yards a game, 25.8 points per game. In those playoff losses with Josh at the helm, 327 total yards per game, 28.3 points per game. So a higher average of points, more yards in the playoff games and the regular season games. On the flip side, the Bills' defense has allowed 20.8 points per game versus the Chiefs in the regular season, 34.8 points per game in the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, that's been the story for the last four
Yeah.
or 5 years. I mean, Josh goes demon mode in the playoffs, and
Mm-hmm.
he's probably out of any quarterback, I would say you're probably picking Josh Allen to lead your team into the playoffs because he does play well in the playoffs. He'll have his
Yeah.
games like, the Baltimore both times Baltimore in the playoffs, it's not like he played good and our defense actually did show up those games.
Mm-hmm.
But versus Kansas City, it is always in the playoffs, the defense has just been
Defense
absent.
has been bad, and then just the digs drop at the home playoff
And
game
the
against
13
KC.
seconds and
13
the
seconds.
friggin'
So all these coaching calls, all these stupid little
they
things.
add
Oh,
up.
why we have these. By the way, I am not a fan of the virtual measurement because
It's
it's not
nothing.
concise. Yeah, it's the same thing as the
It's
chains, but without.
still
Yeah,
the refs are still spotting it.
yeah. To me,
It's just a
it should be like
upgraded
tennis. Like
visual.
tennis, it should be like tennis. Tennis has like the
Yeah,
chip in
you'd
the
have to have,
ball.
but
Yeah.
that would be
Versus,
so tough because then it's like the
oh,
ball's always moving. Like even after the play, like they hand it to the ref and all this stuff. It's like
you don't think we got technology
when
for
do
that?
you?
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. The
I
NFL is a
mean, yeah,
lot of
like
money.
when would you like know when to like? All right, that's when the ball's forward progress has stopped. It's like
Yeah,
it'd be a
but
very tough thing to
the point
develop.
I'm making, all these stupid little things that have happened in the
That
playoff
does
losses when
nothing.
Josh is playing awesome. Yeah,
The virtual measurement does nothing.
no,
It's just a nice little cool graphic they can put on.
and I know technology has issues. We've experienced that in Zoom at times. There was one in the Monday night game. It seemed like it took like 3 minutes for them to like get the technology ready for it. Like,
It was
let's
supposed to be like an
go.
expedited process, and
Yeah,
it's
you could
like,
get a fat old guy in chains out there faster than
yeah,
that. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, it made no sense to me.
yeah.
And then they thought, I don't know, they've been talking about it on the radio here a long time. Like they thought it was going to revolutionize the game, and
Not yet.
it does nothing. So
No.
it looks cool, I guess, on TV. But
Not.
like you said, it's not even saving time; it's probably costing time. So
Yeah.
whatever.
We went down some rabbit holes here.
Yeah. I don't know. I was so excited. Last week was the first week I took the Bills all year, and they dominated.
Yeah, you were right.
Um,
The rest of us took the Panthers. Yeah.
yeah, I just had a feeling coming off the bye and all these people talking about. I mean, it didn't happen like I thought it was going to happen. All these people talking about the Josh couldn't run this offense. I thought he was going to be pissed and just come out and start slinging it, but I didn't see it. So
No.
I know the Bills beat the Chiefs every year in the regular season, but hey, maybe if they don't, maybe that Means they'll turn around the playoffs.
Yeah, like through enough of these regular season games, like the Von Miller game at Kansas City in the regular season when he gets the big play at
Mhm.
the end, and they went, I was going crazy. Like, yes, we went on Sunday. I'll be happy. I'm not going crazy. And if we lose on Sunday, I'll be like, all right,
Yeah.
probably see me get in the playoffs. Okay, maybe it'll be at
Um,
KC, but like, I'll go crazy either way.
I mean, of course, you got to root for them to win, especially with the division
Yeah.
the way it is right now. And yeah, you still win. You're still in it for the one seed. I mean, you only have two losses,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to be three losses this week, and I'm going to take the Chiefs
Mm,
minus
okay.
minus two. What do
Mm.
you got, Kofad?
Well, brothers think alike because Troy also Chiefs -2. I'm going to go with the stat trends. I'm going to take in terms of it's a low. I think if I was going to bet the over under, I would take the under. I think these regular season games specifically get a little more maybe conservative, a little more defense early on
Hmm.
in these games.
You know,
But
no, neither team wants to show the other team what they've got because
that
they
too,
plan
a
on
little more
seeing them.
vanilla. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Bills. And this is a Josh Allen somehow, some way figures it out on the offensive end. You know, James Cook does his thing. Maybe the tight ends get more involved, Kincaid and Knox. Maybe one of these receivers makes a play. God forbid Coleman can separate for 2 seconds to get open for a play. Maybe something like that happens. Defense plays better. Again, maybe the Chiefs are more vanilla at times. Another stat I'll throw at you: the Chiefs have fumbled 8 times this season. They've recovered all 8 on offense. That trend eventually ends. So maybe
Mm,
there's a ball that goes the other way. The Bills pick it
hmm.
up, get good field position.
Definitely.
So somehow, some way, the Bills win this game. So I'll take the Bills +2. Just like last year, Josh had that epic run. Jim Nantz said this is the play of the
Play of
year.
the year.
Something like that, Josh does, and Nance and Romo go crazy, and the Bills pull out a win.
Hmm.
And the media goes, the Bills, Super Bowl, here we come. And it's like, well, we still got a lot of issues.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you never know I mean, the Chiefs looked terrible at the beginning of the year, and
They
I mean,
made
they
it to
got
the
a
Super
couple
Bowl.
things.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like
And
this
I
year,
mean, this season, yeah.
I mean, they started off 0-2, almost 0-3, and then they lost, kind of a weird game to the Jaguars. I mean, and now they bounce back, and everyone thinks they look great. It's a weird year in the
It's a
NFL, and
very weird year.
so you never know. The Bills, like, they're starting off slow, and maybe things finally click and turn around, and they figure stuff out.
Yeah.
But you say that about any team, I guess. But I guess we've just seen it before with Josh Allen and just elevating
That's what I'm banking on. Yeah.
elevating the players around him. I do think that is why he got MVP last year because he made it work with the
Yeah.
players he had around him.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's a little bit of we got a little too reliant on that and didn't address it in the offseason. And
Didn't address it in the draft. Yeah.
now we're kind of feeling the
Big time.
backlash of that. But I know, geez, we're gonna be on this game for a while. But I mean, Maxwell Harrison in the limited time I saw him looked pretty good.
Yeah.
If he can contribute in a way, and it's less time that Trey White's out there, I think that's a positive. Ed Oliver going down is tough, but
We're
Ogunjobi
used
coming
to it.
back.
Yeah.
Yep, Ogunjobi coming back, good timing. And then Hoyt did look like he was a little bit, gave the defense a little juice.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Um, and the defense as a whole just it looked faster.
It did. You're going from Andy Dalton to Pat
True.
Mahomes. Like even
Yes.
like Harrison, this will be the ultimate test just how good you are right now in
Right.
this moment as a
But I guess what
starting
I'm
rookie.
saying is like watching that defense, even against the Saints and the
Yeah,
Falcons, it just looked like
Falcons second half especially. Yeah.
I'm just like those games I was watching, I was just like, they're taking bad angles.
Mm-hmm.
They're like Taylor
Oh yeah,
Rapp is
yeah, yeah.
just like can't even keep up with these people.
No,
And then
he's been
looking at the
terrible this
game, even
season.
I know it was the Panthers, I know it was Andy Dalton, but like even the one play, I think Maxwell, he did take a bad angle, but it didn't matter because he was so fast, he made up for it.
Yeah, so
Same thing with
that's why they drafted him. Yeah.
yeah, same thing with what is it Hancock
Yeah.
was playing? Same thing. He just looked quick, jump off the ball. He could like make up for some mental mistakes with that athletic ability. So
And
hopefully that just makes
To McDermott's credit, this is what he does off of buys. They win. You know,
yeah,
he's the defensive guy
9-0.
as so hopefully that's another thing I may be banking on that the defense is starting to improve. You know, it's duct tape defense, no doubt, but even getting
Yep.
Harrison back can help. So yeah, that's there are some positive signs to see on the defense.
And I'll tell you what, I think Dorian Strong and who's the vet linebacker they got in there now?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I'm blanking too.
I mean, he looks great.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So I'm sure they'll play a little bit of the matchup game based on who they're playing, and because I know Benford or Bernard and Milano did practice today, but I think you got to take that into account. Like maybe you don't want Bernard in there playing your,
Yeah.
Mike linebacker. Or, I don't know. Just hoping for the best. All right, let's get into this next game. We have Washington hosting the Seattle Seahawks with Sam Darnold.
Blah, for a Sunday night game. Blah, Sunday night game.
Is Jan Daniels playing?
I think the line reflects he is like the over under went up like 5 points from
All
when I
right.
first posted it. So it
I
sounds
mean, the
like it's trending that he's
Seahawks aren't, they're playing pretty good.
Oh, I think the Seahawks are like the Colts version of the NFC, where I'm buying into the Seahawks as a
I mean, they're the
possible Super
Sam,
Bowl
it's the
contender.
Sam Darnold effect. It was the same thing last year with
Yes,
Minnesota.
and again, same thing. They got talented players around them. You can make an argument Jackson Smith and Jigba might be the best receiver in the
Oh,
league, top five, I would say.
playing very well.
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker and
good defense.
Charbonnet or whatever.
Yeah,
Good complementary backs. Good
that coach seems
defense.
pretty good. Yeah, like
Yep.
Seattle's trending in the right direction.
Oh yeah. Washington, on the other hand, maybe not so much. Defense looks terrible. Jane
Mm-hmm.
Daniels has been injured even when he does play, and I had a feeling this was going to kind of happen a little bit of coming down to earth. Even last year,
Sophomore slump, yeah.
a lot of his games that he won was like it was the Hail Mary versus the Bears, and a couple lucky things that bounced a lot of one possession games, and then you're playing like the injury riddled Detroit Lions in the playoffs to get to the NFC
Yes.
Championship. Um, so all those things like going right for them, you would imagine some of those
Yeah,
things
the
would
wild
come
card
back the other
game.
way.
Baker had that weird fumble on the
Yeah,
snap that gave Washington the ball back to get
yep.
the field goal at the end. Terry McLaurin made a couple of nice catches, and then he gets hurt. It looks like he's going to be out again on Sunday night. So just
Hmm.
all the good luck Washington got last year, that trend usually reverses, and you're definitely seeing
Right.
it this year.
Yep. And then yeah, what was I just gonna say too? Can't remember. Anyways, um, what? Give me a stack. Give me some weather.
49 degrees, low chance of rain. Wind should not be a factor. Just like the Colts, Seahawks are not only winning, but they're winning you money 5-2 against the spread. On the flip side, and this is what the NFL does: a team has a really good season, they just load it up with primetime games the next season.
Hmm.
Well, Washington's not doing so hot in prime time. Since 2020, they are 2-5 against the spread in prime time, including that Monday night loss against the Chiefs and including that loss on Thursday night a few weeks ago against the Chicago Bears.
This is how I know I'm not going to do good this week because I'm taking every single favorite. I'm going to take the Seahawks -3. I think, like we already said, they're playing good. Washington is they're a mess right now. Yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna take Seahawks -3. Go five.
Troy's taking the Seahawks -3. It's a clean sweep. It's an earthquake. We're all taking Seahawks -3. To me, if Washington's going to win this game, especially with McLaurin out, this is a Jaden Daniels' back game. Like not just playing, like he's back to what he was last
Mm-hmm.
year. I just don't see that. It just hasn't been that trend this year.
Yeah,
Give me the
especially
better.
if Terry's not playing.
Yeah, Debo hasn't been that great.
No, he's been
He's been okay.
about what I
He
expected.
had a horrible drop in that opening drive against the
Yes.
Chiefs. That just kind
Yes.
of changed the whole momentum of the game. I'll just like the Colts Steelers game. To me, prove it, Seahawks, that you can't win a game like this. I think they can. Give me Seahawks -3.
I'm with you. Let's kick it over to Monday night. We have the Cardinals at the Cowboys. Ugh.
Yeah, this is a whole thing.
Cowboys coming off a pretty embarrassing loss to the Broncos. Broncos got good defense because I mean
And
that
that,
Cowboys offense has been very, very good.
yeah,
Obviously
good
their defense is
defense.
terrible.
And Bo Nix had an interception the first drive. After that, they scored like
Yes.
the next 6 possessions in a row. Like
Hmm.
when Denver's clicking on offense, especially in Mile High, and they had those great uniforms, it's tough to beat.
Phenomenal throwbacks. Maybe the best in the league.
There are so many teams that would be better off with their throwbacks than the regular uniforms. The Broncos are right at the top of that list.
I'd say, yeah, they're probably number one.
Yeah.
Broncos, Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles had the Kelly Green. That looked great on
Hmm.
Sunday.
I what do you think
I
of like Atlanta's? like the
I
red
like
helmets.
I like that better than the current one's too like ATL at the top, and it's got the
Yes. Oh
like
yeah, I forgot they changed to
it's
like the
too like
yeah
new aged. Yeah, I
yeah
like the throwbacks much better.
hmm
I've always liked the Seahawks with the silver helmet better
yep.
than the
Those are
Legion of
good.
Boom ones, like
Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay,
creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
Those
They'll
are always
never do
good.
it. They'll never do it because they won so much with Brady in them. But to me, the Patriots' original uniforms are much better.
Mm,
But I don't think they'll ever change it, full time because they won so many
right.
Super Bowls with the silver helmet.
Yeah.
That's uniform
Um,
talk.
uniform talk. Cowboys never change.
No, they don't need to.
No. Is there any NFL rivalry jerseys? I feel like I haven't seen one in a while this week. No?
I
Maybe.
maybe I don't know. Dolphins throw another black jersey at us.
I hope I never see the Bills once again.
Oh yeah, as I said, people that bought that and then you lose the Patriots, throw that in the trash.
Yeah, garbage. But yeah, I mean, geez, Cowboys are favored in this game. Over-unders 54. Cowboys defense, I heard this on a podcast. The Cowboys defense, when other teams go up against the Cowboys, it makes you feel like your offense is the best
Yeah.
offense in football.
Yes.
It's they compared it to like when you go to the strip club and then you think the stripper's actually in love with you.
Oh
Really, it's
yeah.
just stripper.
Okay.
It's like that's the Cowboys defense. You're like, our offense is really good, and they're like, no, that's just the
No.
Cowboys defense. I thought that was a very good analogy.
Yeah. How about this? Giants put 37 on them with Russell Wilson. Bears
Hmm
put 31 on them. That was Caleb's
hmm
best game. The Packer game, the 40-40 tie in overtime. The
Oh
Jets,
yeah.
the Jets quietly got some backdoor 22 on them. The Panthers put 30 on them.
Yeah.
Mine, Bryce Young, but still, that's the Panthers and the Broncos 44 last week. So yeah, the stripper analogy is spot on.
Yes. Well,
And
yes.
Washington was had 22 on them before Jaden Daniels got hurt. That game could have been a 40-40
Well,
type shootout if he didn't get hurt.
what do you got for a stat? Don't need the weather. It's a dome.
Don't need the
Is the
weather.
sun? Is this? Oh, it's a Monday night, so we don't got to worry about the
Yeah,
sun.
I think by then
That was the
the
whole
sun will be setting.
Jerry Jones, the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's always in the Cowboys' eyes. Dak Prescott, surprisingly, to some people, is actually pretty good against the spread in prime time. 26-18-1 against the spread in prime time. Since 2020, Prescott is 13-0 straight in primetime games as a favorite. So maybe not always covering, but if they're a favorite, you can count on them to win the game. And this is a small
Hmm.
spread. It's only half.
Uh, is Kyler Murray playing? Does it matter? Would you rather have Jacoby?
I mean, I know Kobe's had a couple good weeks, but you would think you would rather have Kyler.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're even asking that question shows you how bad it's gotten for Kyler.
Oh, it's been bad for Kyler.
Because now, like eventually Jacoby's gonna if Jacoby were to be the starter, it's not gonna last forever. Eventually, you go back
No.
down to earth.
Yeah. I do like Terry McBride though.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's enough. I'm gonna take the Cowboys. God,
Mhm.
every time I bet them, they lose. No, I can't take the Cowboys. I'm picking every single favorite. Give me the Cardinals.
Ooh. Okay.
I hate that, but I can't take every. No, give me the Cowboys. I'm gonna take every favorite, and
Oh,
then
you did
it's
not. Oh yeah, you did take the Ravens. You took the
and
Ravens in the over.
then
Yeah, yeah.
and then that'll be the stat like that FanDuel and DraftKings put out. It'll be like every favorite covered this week.
I was going to say maybe that's one of those weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck. Give me the Cowboys. I would probably lean the over too, but
Because last week besides the Bengals, I think all those other blowout wins were by the favorites. Right.
you would think there wouldn't be
I
any blowouts by the dogs, or you would.
like
Well,
the
I guess the
pack.
Dolphins were probably
Oh yeah.
dogs.
Okay. Yeah. Dolphins would have been a slight dog. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, what do you got for Troy and yourself?
Troy is going to take the under 54. I'm taking the Cowboys minus 2.5. Maybe it's a square pick, but if you go back to the last time the Cowboys got embarrassed on a national window, that was the Bears game, 31-14. Next week they put 40 up on the Packers on Sunday night. Get embarrassed at the Broncos, the national window, the 4 o'clock Eastern game. To me, the Cardinals are very similar to the Falcons, where if you look on paper, if you play them on Madden, oh man, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride, the tight end. Oh, Kyler Murray, you can run around with them. Like, I would like the Cardinals to be good. I think it'd be fun if they were a good team in the NFC.
Hmm
But just like the Falcons have moments. Oh wow, look how great Bijan looks, and Penix is really spinning it today, and
obviously.
Drake London, and then they go back down to earth and they suck.
Hmm.
The Cardinals are a Madden team. They're a paper team that looks a lot better than what they actually are. I don't care if they're coming off a bye. I can't trust the Cardinals as a dog against the Cowboys team that this team doesn't quit. I'll give that for the Cowboys this year. They do not quit. They might get their ass kicked because of their defense on days. And Dak will have a bad performance like he did against Denver. But I bet Dak bounces back. Home game, Monday night, Cowboys -2.5. I don't trust the Cardinals.
I mean, how hilarious is it that the Cowboys are trying to get Max Crosby because they need
That
pass
rusher.
rusher on defense?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
Well, to me,
Jerry Jones baffles me every year, so I guess I don't know.
Well, to me, the thing with it, like, I don't blame Jerry for not paying a huge contract to Micah Parsons. And Micah hasn't always been consistent. He was awesome last Sunday night, but he hasn't always been consistent. Timing of it, like, why wait until right before the regular season when you don't get the best deal possible and then trade it to one of your literal rivals, the Packers?
Yeah, to the people that like eliminated you from the playoffs a
Yeah,
couple years ago.
like
So,
like I would have. You could have done that months before and got a much
hmm.
better deal.
Oh
I
yeah,
had to deal and probably do an
yeah,
AFC
because
team.
you wait so long, and all these teams have already made their moves,
Yeah, and
and
it's
they're
like
like,
so. I got around to finishing that Netflix. Jerry Jones is so petty. If he thinks wronged him or that you went against him or me and Mike handshake deal, but then
oh
the
yeah.
agent. Well, yeah, that's how it works, buddy. Not everyone's Lamar Jackson's own agent, so
Mm.
I'm so tired of Jerry Jones.
I think
Cowboys in
we
this
all
game,
are.
Cowboys in this game, but not because of Jerry Jones.
Well said. I'm all right. Let's get to our college bets of the week. Kofat. How the squad do last week?
Oh, you did well because you won the game and
Yeah,
you had Ole Miss 5.5, and they won
that was a good
outright by.
game. That was a good game.
That was a good game. That was probably the best game on Saturday. I also had Ole Miss. I had Ole Miss +5. You had it 5.5. Either way, we won it, and I should have just stuck that. And it's one of those
Mhm.
things where we've all been there, right? As gamblers, as pickers, where we see two games and you're kind of, oh, I like both. And I said, fuck it, I'll just take both. Well, the other game I put on my card was Minnesota +8.5 at Iowa, and they lost 41-3. And they made Iowa look like an Oregon offense. Like that game was like 21-0, like 2 into the game. So I was dead wrong on that. Everyone else lost. Troy had Alabama -1.5. They were lucky to survive. South Carolina, they won by a touchdown. Brett had Virginia -10.5. They were lucky to survive. Bill Belichick went for 2-0. I think it was the right call. UNC came up short. Virginia wins and come close to covering. And Taylor had Buffalo -9.5. They lost by 8 to Akron. So not even close. As good as NFL picks that we've all done, or especially you, no got a winning record in college bet standing. You, Troy, are 4-4. I'm 4-7. Taylor and Brett are 2-6.
Hmm. What was my record in college?
4-4.
Gotta get above 500 on this pick. Oh, between two games.
That one I had last week, and I said I'll take both. And I
I know. All right. I'm gonna take Georgia over Florida. Seven and
ooh
a half.
7, 7.
Seven and a
Okay,
half. I'm gonna get
okay.
hooked. The hooker's gonna get me. But no, I think Georgia's got tough part of their schedule coming up. I think they know that and they're gonna want to blow out Florida, try to get a meaningful win here. Yeah.
The only thing that
It's
worries me
in
about that,
Florida.
well, it's in Jacksonville. They do it every year. It's
Oh,
like
is
it's like
it?
the it's
Okay.
like the Oklahoma Texas game. It's half and
Gotcha.
half.
Gotcha.
Two things that worry me are, Florida does have talent. Like it's not
Hmm.
lack of talent that they don't have, and the interim coach bump. Like maybe there's some type of bump coming off a
Yeah.
bye too, so they've had time to prepare rivalry game. So look at that, and this is not old school dominant Georgia just kicks everyone ass type of team. Like they survived Tennessee, they survived against Ole Miss, high scoring games. So I can understand. I looked at that and I said I'm going to stay away because I
Hmm.
don't know what to expect from Florida more than anything else. And this is not school totally a Georgia team, at least not right.
My other one I was thinking about taking South Carolina like plus 12 and a half over
Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Just seems like
I,
too many points.
it does.
But maybe they
I
don't
wonder.
play. I don't know if they're going to play back to back good.
Right. And I wonder if they had that Bama game.
So going to be deflating.
They're up 8 late. They're going to win outright. A
hmm
disappointing season. They had huge expectations. Top 15 team. Let's made the playoff last year.
Yeah.
Is it almost like they that was like their Super Bowl?
And they
Did
fell
Ole Miss
flat and they're
just
just,
steamroll them? And Ole
yeah.
Miss's quarterback's legit. Like this
Yeah.
Division 3 guy,
Looks very good.
Trinidad, like he's awesome. So yeah, those are two tough games. I probably lean Georgia too if I were picking between that, but yeah, tough SEC games.
But what do you got?
I'm going to go with the I've won the most money on this season that is reliable with me against the spread and is the team I've enjoyed watching the most. My heart is a lot of the time Hawaii. Late
Yes, you do
night.
love Hawaii.
They're my second team behind Florida State.
hmm
They're 6-2 on the season, straight up. They multiple games outright as an underdog. They won at Colorado State as a dog. They won at home against Stanford as a dog. They're a 2.5 underdog at San Jose State. San Jose, I won enough Mountain West Conference games. I'm in Mountain West Conference country. I think Hawaii's just better than San Jose State. They're coming off a bye. They won at Colorado weeks ago, came back to the islands, get a week to rest up. They have an electric freshman quarterback, Micah Allah, left-handed kid, 5'9", kind of like the Pavia of the West Coast. He was a kid out here before. I think Hawaii's got something maybe for the next few years that they're quietly building back to like the Colt Brennan on offense days. I'll take Hawaii as a dog. Last game of the night, give me Hawaii 2.5. Another fun team that's in this group of five. Troy is going to take North Texas minus 6.5. They score like 50 plus points every week. Huge game on Saturday. They're playing Navy. Navy's undefeated. North Texas has lost to South Florida. This could be like a playoff game to get into the playoff because that rule where one group of five team gets. North Texas is starting a quarterback that had starts as a varsity player in high school football. 0 stars, never started varsity, and he had like 600 yards last week. Oh, I don't hate that pick. So he's going to take North Texas minus 6.5 over Navy. I'm going to take Hawaii plus 2.5. Road, last game of the night at San Jose State. SEC game real quick. I like Vanderbilt as a dog at
I thought
Texas.
about that too.
Maybe Vanderbilt's luck runs out, but
Yeah, because that's why I didn't pick it. And I was like, this will because I've been down on Texas ever since like after week one, and I'll be like, because they already burnt me against Oklahoma.
yeah, and
So I
they
was
should have
like, they're
lost
gonna,
last Mississippi
yeah,
State.
I was like, they're just gonna burn me again. So I'm just gonna stay away
Yeah,
from it. I
yeah,
also thought maybe Ohio State just kicking the living shit out of Penn State.
I can see that. Why well, mess around?
Yeah,
And you want to take a team that doesn't mess around? Indiana gets the shit out of everybody.
yeah, they've been playing really good.
Yeah,
That's like
SEC get
I saw that was Big Cat's like computer football rankings. They were like the only
yeah,
team that gave us hope to beat Ohio State.
yeah. That it's for a 1 versus 2 Big Ten championship game, both undefeated.
Yeah.
Looking.
All right, well, let's get into, well, we got our survivors picks. I guess we probably don't know what Taylor's is, right?
Well, Taylor didn't. Looks like Taylor went to bed, so I don't think he's going to join our
Yeah.
show. Uh, so we'll see what Taylor picks, but Troy ended up taking the Rams.
Who are they playing?
They are playing the the Saints. Good pick.
Oh yeah, great pick.
I think Tyler Shaw was going to like light it up. 26-year-old rookie playing his first start in his first game.
Ah,
Saints are dreadful.
I never know how you do freaking teasers in FanDuel for my free money bet.
Mm.
God, well, that's what I had to get for coming unprepared. So I'm just gonna have to make a pick. Well, here's where our free
Well,
money. What?
yeah, I can go over all the records last week while you maybe get time to figure out that
Maybe I'll
teaser.
try to figure it out on DraftKings. Maybe it's easier.
Um, Last week, speaking of doing well, you only won that one your free money this
So
week. You
I'm
had
the
the
only one
Ravens.
that won free money, and I'm the only one that won college.
I went 1-on-1 because I also had Ole Miss. You're the only one undefeated.
Oh, okay,
We
okay.
can officially say that. You had the Ravens -0.5. They beat the Bears by 14. I had the opposite. I had the Bears plus 6.5. They lost by 14. There was a chance at the end. Bears had it at like the 1 yard line. Could have snuck it in. He cannot do the tush push. They're the Eagles like that. So
Tush
that was a
push
loser.
might be this might be the last year of the tush push.
I think it's definitely the last year between the sides and the Giants fumble that wasn't called a fumble. Like this is the
Mm-hmm.
last year of it.
Yep.
Get take that to the bank. Troy and Taylor. Talk about a bad beat. Both had the Falcons Dolphins over 45.5. Final score: Dolphins 34, Falcons 10, 4-4. So they lost by a half point each.
Wow.
And yeah, and Brett, I'll tell you what, the Broncos get a lot of love, and this will actually be an interesting Sunday. The Broncos at the Texans. The Texans might actually have the best defense in the NFL. They beat the crap Mac Jones and the 49ers. Brett had
Stroud
the
actually
49.
kind of looked good too.
He's playing better. Uh, Brett had the 49ers plus 2.5. They lost by 9 to the Texans, so that did not hit. Nolan, you and your brother are both 6-2 in free money bets, 75%. I'm 3-5-1. Taylor is 3-5, and Brett is 2-6.
Nice. Well, okay, I figured it out.
Okay.
So here's going to be my teaser.
All right.
I'm going to take the Detroit Lions minus 4.5. I would almost take them at whatever it was, 8.5. I
Yeah.
don't know who's playing quarterback for Minnesota. I
I think
don't know.
it's got
I
to be
don't.
JJ.
If it is, then good fucking luck. I
Yeah.
mean, Hutchinson just got paid. He looks like he's playing
Yep.
great. Defense is looking good. Offense is still
Oh,
rolling. I mean, Dan Campbell's gonna. It's a divisional game. He's gonna want to fucking put boots to asses. I would probably
yes.
take it minus 8.5 by
Coming off a
itself.
bye too.
Yeah. But I'll take it minus 4.5. Teased with the Packers minus 6.5 over the Panthers. Panthers look like shit last week. They don't know what they're doing. Andy Dalton, if he's still playing quarterback, is just going to be a nightmare. Um, Packers are playing for keep a lead on that division. So I think they
Yeah.
put, again, boost to asses. So two AFC North or NFC North teams. I'll take Lions
Packers and
minus four and a
Lions.
half, Packers minus 6.5. Kofod. Oh, it's minus 104
Troy.
is the odds.
It's 104. Okay. So not too juiced. Troy is going to take Josh and over 231.5 passing yards. So he's
Wow.
banking.
Eee.
See, I would look more at the rushing yard things for
Yeah.
Josh
You
than
know
the
what would
passing.
be like a great prop? I'm gonna look it up, but keep going with your and Brett
Yeah.
and Troy's picks.
So that's Troy's pick. I'm going to go with another big favorite. I looked at it, give it a second thought. I was like, I'm just get proven wrong, so be it. Give me the Chargers minus 9.5 at the Titans. The Titans are not only
Oh,
dreadful,
they're so
they're not
bad.
only they're not dreadful. They don't cover spreads. It's not like some plucky underdog. They're like 4-18 or some crazy number. So many games as underdog. And I watched because there's only 3 games on the late afternoon slate, and they all stunk. So I had my eye on that Colts Titan game for far too long.
Mm.
Interim coach Mike McCoy, who, speaking of the Chargers, used to be a terrible coach for the Chargers back in the day, he is a scaredy cat. He is so conservative. They had like a 4th and 4 near midfield. They're down 17-7, third quarter. So it's still within the realm of reach. Like they're still technically in the game. Punt. You see Cam Ward, and I don't blame Cam Ward,
Yeah, he
yelling
goes,
like, "What are we
"What the
doing?
fuck are we doing?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are
like
we doing?" I'm not holding any judgment against Cam Ward if he's a bust or not. Like he played well
it's
in week
tough. It's
one.
tough to
It's
say
tough.
on this team.
He played well in week one against the Broncos before any film and all the stuff could come out about the Titans are. He is talented. He does make mistakes, but no protection. Who are
Yeah,
his weapons?
yeah.
Terrible coaching, terrible ownership. Okay, Titans, prove me wrong. Cover a 9.5 point spread as a dog. I don't even think you're going to win. And Herbert's playing better. They bounced back from
Mm.
that Colts loss a couple weeks ago.
Lamb
I
McConkey's
trust
playing better.
Glad McConkey's playing better. Quentin Johnston's back.
He's
I
catching the
trust
ball.
he's catching the ball, 2 hands. I
Mhm.
trust Jim Harbaugh is the type of coach I want for a team going to a place like this against a bad team to keep those guys motivated. Like, other coaches I might be like, oh, I don't know about them in the spot. Give me Harbaugh in this spot. Give me the Chargers minus 9.5.
I like that. I like that bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Titans are tough to
Yeah.
watch.
I think now that the Jets have the win under their belt, I would if I'm ranking the worst team, I'm putting the Titans at 32 over the Saints and over the Jets.
Yeah, I would say Titans, Jets, Saints. If you're going from bottom to top,
I might go Titans, Saints, Jets, but either
Jets are
way,
so bad.
they're so bad. But they do have those moments where, like, if they're clicking,
I
they got.
guess
I think
the
they got more
Saints. The
talent on
Saints
the
have
offense
like,
than the Saints do.
yeah, they do. They have better skill players. Both don't have a quarterback. Saints just have like that like
But
fight to them.
I would rather have Justin Fields than the two Saints quarterbacks.
Mm,
Like Fields, Fields could get you a 50-yard run at any moment. Like he's
yeah, but
capable
there
of that.
was games where like what was the
Oh
one
yeah,
game he had like 17 passing yards? He had
yes,
negative 10 like net passing yards.
absolutely for
That's
sure.
just that's
But also, and
how do you
it's
do that?
how do you do that? But also, I don't think he's thrown an interception this season. Like
No, he hasn't.
Spencer Rattler will throw you one every now and then. That's just like,
He
what are you
hasn't,
doing?
but I mean, who like that's another thing. Like everybody, like yes, I know Josh Allen cut down on the interceptions last year, and he won MVP and like all this great stuff. But like, it was like the offense just looked like I don't know, it was more exciting and stuff when he would like take those chances. Like, yeah, he would throw an interception every a little more often, but like he was still like chucking the ball
Oh
downfield and
yeah,
making things happen and like
we've all seen that stat now. One touchdown pass of 20 yards or more in the last 2 years, ranked 37th in the league
yeah.
as for quarterbacks. That's awful.
Now is that like air yards?
Yeah, for air yards, yeah, 20
Because like
plus air
because his
yards for a touchdown
touchdown
pass.
last week to Shakir, like yeah, it was a 54-yard touchdown,
Yeah,
but I
so now
think
like
I saw Howard Simon saying like, yeah, it was a 4-yard pass and he ran 50
right,
yards.
yeah, 20 plus yards in the air, so something
Yeah.
deeper downfield. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think it might have been to like Coleman.
yeah,
And then
that's not happening anytime soon.
now I haven't seen that
No,
in a while.
yeah,
So did Troy give a free money bet? Did you
he
say it?
had that's what kind of started a
Oh
conversation.
yeah.
He had Josh Allen over 231 and a half passing
Yeah, I was
yards.
gonna say, and you said the rushing for Josh. I looked it up. Patrick Mahomes rushing, I think, was 27 yards, and I would almost take the over on that. I won't
Yeah,
on the show, but he has been
well,
scrambling and running a lot more, and he always does it against the Bills. He always like usually that's his one game where you're like, what the fuck? He never scrambles, and he's always
yes,
scrambling against the Bills. But now he's actually doing it against teams. So I just feel against the Bills, he's gonna do it.
yeah,
We're not gonna count
I
for
could
it. We're
see
gonna be
that.
too worried about Kelsey and Worthy and Rice, and he's just gonna roll out to
Or,
the side and
or if you're
take
building
15
like one of
yards.
those same game parlays,
Yeah, throw it in there.
Mahomes 10 plus, 15 plus,
Yes.
like that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Take it down like that. That's probably going to hit.
Yeah. 100%.
Mahomes seems a little, maybe he took some of that humble pie from the Super Bowl. Like he seems a little leaner, quicker, like just kind of overall, like better
Yeah.
shape,
I mean,
you know?
yeah, I mean, I'm sure he is in Vegas, but he's got to be the favorite to win the MVP right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, unless it's Jonathan Taylor, but
Taylor would have to have like
that
an
will never
epic, like
happen.
Adrian Peterson type
It'll
season, like
never happen.
2000. Probably not.
I mean,
Unless if the
Saquon.
Colts go 15 and if they win out,
Actually, I
let's
think
say,
2 years ago, the year to do it would have been McCaffrey when Lamar
yeah,
Jackson won his second one. Like,
yeah, because
because
Lamar
that was
didn't
the
have the
year where it's
stats.
like none of the quarterbacks were like really like
Mm-hmm.
blowing everybody out of the water. It was like Dak for a while, but then he had a game where he like threw 3 interceptions and like he fell right off. I was just like, just give it to McCaffrey then.
Yeah,
But it's a quarterback award now.
it is QB of the year.
Mhm. All right,
Good
well, that takes
show.
us through.
Two
Yeah,
guys just
great
talking
show.
ball. Good show. Maybe
Just
their best
talking
show of the
ball.
season.
I
Yeah,
think it might be best show of the season.
yeah,
Man, too bad Taylor slept in,
yeah.
missed the best show of the season.
You snooze, you lose.
Well, hopefully the Bills aren't snoozing this Sunday and
Yeah,
they prove me wrong, get the win, and then all things will be, bright and cheery for at least one more week.
yeah, yeah. Like
And then yeah,
I can downplay the Chiefs game all I want. I want to win on Sunday. I want to be 6-2.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, big for the division. I mean, you win that game and then I mean, you really have a very similar schedule to the Patriots. So I mean, if you can
Yes.
keep pace with them and then beat them in Foxborough and see what happens. But
And on
you
the
got to take care of business.
absolutely, and on the flip side, the Broncos look pretty good. Give the Chiefs another loss. Like
Yeah, maybe
no
the
guarantee.
Chargers.
No guarantee the Chiefs are going to
Chargers
win that
sweep them.
division. Yeah.
I mean, Raiders are,
No, they're trash.
yeah. What a great move getting Geno out of Seattle too.
Oh my gosh. Seattle, what a jackpot by them. Get rid of Geno, get Darnold. Like they came out great with
Well,
that.
get rid of Russ, get rid of that. You
Yeah,
get picks, then
they've nailed it with the
yeah,
quarterback
they've done
moves.
good. They've done
Yeah,
good. All right, well, great show.
great show.
Until we see it next week, bet responsibly. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Go